Hello everyone, CatWeazle here. Welcome to the channel and welcome back to our playthrough of Shadows of Brimstone and for a few Darkstone more, where we're just about to start episode 5 I believe, and I think it's turn 19 I think. Okay, here we are ready to go. One small error. It's not worth a CatWeazle's cock-up corner. It's just a tiny error. When you re-roll, when you use a grit to re-roll your movement, we did it for Running Bear. He already had 2 grit, couldn't take any more. So we just re-rolled his movement that you can do when you get a grit. And what I forgot to do is I forgot to add the previous 1 that he'd rolled. You do add them together. Now I did know that, but I'm getting on and I just forgot about it. Yeah, so no major harm done, and I think he was getting to the edge of a tile anyway, so there was a lot of movement that he didn't use anyway, so no biggie. So I'll try and remember that going forward. I used to know it, but obviously I forgot. Here we are. Alright, come on. Let's be having it. A 6. Bloody rubbish. It wasn't double 4, it was a 6. So we get another bloody darkness card. Yes, we may be getting to a... It's rattling along now here. So, yeah, if it gets into here, the darkness, there's a good chance that we're going to turn tail and run. So, just to let you know. Darkness card. Ugh. So, what have we got? Flooded bats. Oh yeah, we knew this was coming, didn't we? Yeah, flooded bats. So, darkness animal swarm. A black tide of bats pours through the cavern, engulfing the heroes and passing by. Each hero takes 2 horror hits, gains 10 XP, and must then pass a strength 4 test, or lose 1 Darkstone. Alright, so that's 30 XP anyway, before anything else. So, pop that in. In fact, we've got 30 there, haven't we? So, that'll put it up to 60. Bear with me. Just do it this way. So, and that becomes 100. So there we go, 610. Right, horror hits. Get 2 horror hits each. So, first up is Cade, trying to save those. Willpower save, 4+. And he doesn't save the first one, the second one missed. And yes, he only takes 1 horror hit, so that's 1 sanity damage for him. Next up is Running Bear. He also saves on a 4+. Bloody hell. Well, there's 1. He saves them both. And let's see if we can get both of these dice in for KoFi. Come on. And she saves 1 as well, so she takes a sanity hit, unfortunately. Bummer. Okay, and now it's Darkstone. So the only person who's got any Darkstone is good old Cade. So he has to do a strength 4+ test, or lose 1 of them. His strength is 2, I think. Yes, crap. Come on, what's 4? And yes, he gets a 5, so he doesn't lose any Darkstone. Hang on. I think I've got to... Do I have to do it for, like, Darkstone shivs? I think I have to. So, yeah. So, what's her strength? I think her strength is 2 now, yes. So she's got the same roll. Bloody hell. Go in the bloody top. And she does it. So, she gets a 4+, so she doesn't lose any Darkstone shivs. Not sure whether it's just Darkstone or things like Darkstone shivs and, you know, Darkstone bullets or stuff like that are affected. I think it's just Darkstone, but we've rolled for her anyway, okay? And she succeeded. So that is it for Flooded Bats. Get rid of that load of crap. And yes, let's carry on. So we move on to Cade, and he's going to roll for movement. A 1, yes. He rolls for movement. He gets a grit. He's only going to move 1. and he's going to immediately spend this grit. Fifi is going to spend a grit, and Running Bear is going to spend a grit. 3 grits spent. This Growing Dread card, bye. I'll keep it off to one side. So, at the end of the game, we'll see what we got away with. But, yes, we've got no Growing Dread now. We spent a grit to get rid of it. So that's cool. Cade's moved 1. So what I'll do is I'll get rid of this. Yeah. He's standing on both tiles, but I'll get rid of this, just make a bit more room. Won't be a moment. And I'm back. Alright, Kate's here. He's going to search this tile. So that is, well, scavenge the tile. So that's 4 dice. Oh, I'll keep this over here. 4 dice. Needs a 6. 3 6s. That's 3 scavenge cards. Whoa! And it only counts as a single one of these. Yep. But he gets 3 cards. So, first one. Nothing here, so that's 10 XP. In it goes. Second. Something shiny. Another 10 XP, and we've got to roll a D6. So we'll roll one of these 6s, I reckon. Go out. A 4. So that's 1 Darkstone. Shut up, phone. It's 1 Darkstone which I've dropped on the floor. There we go. He's now got 3 Darkstone. And good one. And we've got one final one, haven't we? Which is a hideous discovery. Take 3 horror hits that do 2 sanity damage each. Ooh! Another 10. So, we've got to make 3 saves at 4+. And he saves them all! Cade! You the boy! So, that's okay. I didn't say it because I was fully expected to get a Growing Dread card then. You know, having just got rid of 1, but fortunately we didn't. And he got away with that scavenging, so good lad. Well done, Cade. So that's it for his turn. Next up is Running Bear. And roll for movement. He rolls a 4, which is actually a 5, but he's on the edge of that tile, so no biggie. And he is going to look through. So he gets 5 XP for that. Whoops. So he gets 5 XP for that, and we draw a map card. And we get a corner passage. Okay, we'll roll for this one. Because I'm gonna have to, I think I'm gonna have to move stuff around. And oh no, no, that's easier for me. So it's gonna be the 1 to 3 one again. I'm doing a playthrough here, so you're gonna have to put up with it. It's going in the orientation that's easier for me. Okay, I'll be back in a minute. Right, so there we go, and I've got to remember to do this. Yes, we're now on 8+ on the old darkness. We do not get a exploration token. So that's it for the corner passage. I'll take a photo of that in a minute. And he is going to scavenge as well, but he'll scavenge this tile. So 3 dice. And no bueno. Nothing. Okay, so that is it for him. And next up it is good old Fifi. Okay, Fifi, roll for your movement. A 1, please. You get a 6, typical. And Is she gonna move? I think she is, because she's got 8 movement. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5. She's gonna move there. Why? Because now she's gonna get 5 XP, and she's gonna use her comforting presence on Cade because she's now adjacent to him. There we go. And he is now at full sanity. Okay, I think it's right. She's got like movement to burn, so her going back and forth isn't a big deal. Keep an eye on this. But what is it? We need one more clue token, I think. Yeah, I think we can let it get into the darkness, get into here somewhere. But then just when it's in here, we'll just look for an opportune moment to actually turn around and do a runner, basically. Okay, right. Yes, that's it for turn 19. Be back shortly with turn 20. And here we are at turn 20. Yes, shouldn't have had Running Bear do a scavenge there, but I forgot the scavenge for Fifi, so we'll just pretend it was her scavenge roll. Yes, he looked through, so he couldn't scavenge. Sorry about that. But yeah, that's fun. Right, sorry about that, but phone's going off like crazy. Nobody ever gets in contact with me. Must be debtors. Anyhow, they can wait. Let's carry on. Hold back the darkness. Come on. Yes, an 11, that's more like it. So we've held back the darkness, that's great. And now it is Cade. So he's going to roll for movement. Can still do with another 1. Let's get some grit. Yes! So he's going to move 1. And he's got another grit, which is fantastic. So pop that there. And yeah, that's going to be fine for him. He's fully healed now. So he's just going to scavenge again. So 4 dice. Remember, he's got the ace of spades. And he scavenges again. But this time, only 1 6. So we'll pop that there. Get the scavenge deck. Crap shuffle. And a quick cut. Chilling Dread. I knew I'd get a Growing Dread. Ugh. But I still stick with scavenging. The amount of, especially early game, the amount of XP just outweighs it. But when you get a Chilling Dread card, that's a pain in the ass. So we've got this one now. Ugh. Right, okay. Scavenge this tile out. So that's it for him. Next up, it is Running Bear. So let's get rid of those. Plonk them down there. And Running Bear. Okay, he is going to roll for his movements. And he's got a 5, which is a 7. He gets +2. I think he only added +1 last time, but he wasn't going his full movement anyway last time. But yes, he's got +2 move. So he can just get there. I'm sure he can get there easy, can't he? 1, 2, 3. Yeah, easy. He's going to get there. And I think, actually, he is going to look through. Or is he? No, he's not. He's just going to give Fifi a chance to catch up. But the good thing, when you get a passage tile like this, is we've basically got a choke point going the whole way around here. We've got a choke point up until here. So he won't look through yet. But he will scavenge this tile. And he can scavenge this tile because he hasn't looked through. So 3 dice. He gets a 6. So there we go. Hang on. Bear with me. That goes on there. And we get a small find. 10 XP and $50. or 50 gold, whatever we're going by. Oh, hang on, there's a 50 there already, isn't there? So let's change that to 100. That, and he gets 10 XP. What's that? So it's 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 there. That'll do. So what have we got there? 670. Nice. Alright, remember we need 3,000 and then everybody can level up. Oh yeah, somebody made a comment on the last video, or one of the videos, about why I don't level up in the middle of a fight. Because it's a pain in the ass. There's a lot of admin in this game, and there's a lot of admin when you're, you know, fighting. So I can't do with upgrading characters, you know, leveling up characters in the middle of a fight. It's just I find it a hell of a lot easier to do it outside of fighting. Granted, you know, perhaps it might make it a little bit easier game-wise, but administration-wise, this game's bad enough. And I'm not... I'm certainly not levelling up in the middle of a fight. I've got enough on my plate in the middle of a fight without levelling up, thank you very much. So that's why I don't level up in the middle of a fight. It's not some arbitrary, like, role-playing decision that I've made, although it does seem to make sense that, you know, the only time that you're going to be able to reflect upon the experiences you've had is in between fights rather than in the middle of one. But the main reason is it's just too fiddly, man. So I'll keep doing what I'm doing, thanks. Okay. Right, put the scavenge deck back. So it's scavenged that, got a small find. Well done. That is it for him. Next up we have, I'll put that there actually, Fifi. So Fifi is next. She rolls for movement again. Actually, if she gets a grit, she rolls a 1 here. Ooh, she rolls a 1. If she'd rolled a 1 there, we'd have got a grit and we could have got rid of that. And she'd still have been able to move 3. But because 1 plus 2 move, she'd have got 3. As it was, she rolled 3, which is 5, because she's got plus 2 move. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. She will go there, and I think what we'll do, this is where tactics come in, what we'll do is next turn, she is going to scavenge in here in a moment, next turn we'll have Running Bear actually come back, say to around here, and she will move up and look through, because even if she gets surrounded by a load of monsters, she'll still be able to automatically escape, and hopefully she'll be able to hold the choke point here with Running Bear. So I think that's the tactic we're going to employ next turn. But that's next turn. For this turn, she's going to scavenge this tile because she's half on that tile, half on this tile. So she can scavenge that tile. So 3 dice. God, I can't seem to get bloody dice in my dice tower lately. Mind you, I am... Oh, she did do it. I am sort of going round the stand for the camera, so that's probably got something to do with it. A 6. She scavenges. So this tile is now scavenged out. And she gets nothing here, so that's just 10 XP. Plonk that in there. So what have we got? 680 XP. Still a while to go. We need 3,000. But there we go. That is the end, I think, of turn 20. Yeah, she's not going to be able to heal anything off anybody for 2 reasons. One, she's not adjacent to anybody. And the other reason is, even if she was, both of the other characters are fully healed and full sanity. That was another comment that was made. I think it was the same guy that I was forgetting to do it. I don't think I am forgetting to do it. certainly not on a regular basis. The main reason why I don't try and heal both is either one or the other isn't adjacent, so you can't do it if they're not adjacent, or if they are adjacent and they're fully healed, then obviously you can't do it. So I don't know what was going on there. I may forget occasionally, but generally, by and large, that is one thing I've been getting right. Okay, right, carrying on. I'll go and upload this. I'll be back with turn 21 in a moment. Okay, turn 21. Let's crack on. Hold back the old darkness. A 7, and it isn't good enough, because we need an 8+ now. Bah! And guess what? Oh no, it isn't. I nearly moved the wrong token. It goes there. Yeah, we go on to a 9 there. So, no. I was going to move that back there and put another growing dread out. No. Okay, yeah, so goes to there. Righto. So, damn. It's whizzing out. Next up, Cade. Okay, you've got a grit now, Cade. You can start rolling normally. Please. A 3. That'll have to do. 1, 2, 3. Oh, he'll go 3 here. Just because of the curve of the passage, he'll move over to this side. And he can't scavenge, so that is it for Cade. Next up is a running bear. So, yes, he's not going to look through. He's just going to move, and he's going to move back. And he rolls a 1, so he gets a grit. But fortunately, he does have +2 move anyway, due to various abilities. So he's just going to go 1, 2, 3, so he can get back there. So that's good. And he'll stay there. And can't scavenge or anything, so that is it for his go. We go straight to Fifi. And Fifi is going to roll for movement. And she gets a 5. So plus the 2 extra moves she's got, she'll easily be able to get up here. She'll go there, and she is going to look through. So that is going to be 5 XP. Plonk that in there. And let's find out what we've got. Map deck. We have a switch curve. Now this is actually a room, so it is going to get a expiration token on it. So switch curve, bear with me. That is another huge tile from what I recall. I'll try and work out some way to fit this all in. I'll be back in a moment. Okay, this is fun. It's just sort of just missed the edge here and gone right round. We do have an opening here and an opening there, but yeah, this is one of these occasions where it's going to work in my favour. If, oh, hang on, expiration token. If this expiration token obviously has a single opening, it's going to be this way. Yeah, that's just going to be easier for us, and we'll do it that way. Okay. Right, so that's the expiration token there. There is, she can't obviously scavenge. This is scavenged out. That has an unrevealed expiration token. The end of her turn, she can't do her comforting presence. She's got nobody next to her, and even if any of these two was next to her, they are full health and sanity anyway. So, expiration token. What do we get? We get a gate and we get an attack. Great, which becomes, I've got lying in wait, haven't we? It's an ambush attack. So cobblers, we're in real trouble. I forgot about that. I just remembered as soon as I saw attack. So much for my clever thoughts about, you know, coming back here. Everybody's going to be surrounded, and and because of that, where I've put my depth track, I'm going to have to sort of move it across here. Does that work? Yeah, that'll do. And we've got, it's a gate. So wait a minute. So I've got gates here. So our gate is going to be here. This is going to be our gate. How does that fit in? Oh, like that. Double-sided, you fool. So the gate's going to fit in there. Can I sort of organise this? This is where it gets a pain. Yes, that just fits in, doesn't it, that corner? Yeah, I think we're alright there. Those 2 scavenge tokens, I'll just put them up there. Eventually, obviously, what's going to happen is... thingy that off. And... there we are. I have to come out a bit. So we've got lying in wait. I'll put this up here because we're just going to get all the monsters are going to be down here. So that's just the way it's going to be. Switch curve, I've got to take a photo of that. Lying in wait, we've got an attack. That is, so we are going to see another world. That's going to be funky. But yes, we've got this bloody ambush attack now. So I'll put that on there. Next time heroes are attacked, it automatically counts as an ambush attack. And all the enemies gain +1 combat for the first fight round, and then I can discard this. So I'll just keep that there for the time being. Right, so it's a medium threat card. What have we got? 1 slasher and a low threat card. Slashers. Oh, they're a pain as well. Low threat. P-dive Hellbats. Okay. Can we still see that? Yes, we can. P-dive Hellbats. See how many Hellbats we've got? 3. Yes. So we've got 3 Hellbats and a Slasher. Okay, I'll sort that out. Won't be a moment. Right. Okay. Got it here. Obviously, ambush. So these guys get +2 initiative anyway. Which will mean 6 initiative for the Slasher. Well, look at him. There he is. Pretty mean, isn't he? And 3 Hellbats, which are here. Quickly show you the good old Hellbat. And yes, now the Hellbats will have the highest initiative. They've got an initiative of 6 anyway, so they go up to 8. Now, I think what we'll do is, this is before anything's happened, I've set this up here. So it would be the Hellbats, then it would be 2 is the Slasher, and then it'd be Cade, Running Bear and Fifi. But Running Bear is actually going to use his Battle Scout. So as part of that, he is going to give all the other heroes +2 initiative till the end of the turn. Now, he may recover 1 grit, but unfortunately he's got his max 2 grit already, so that's a bit of a shame. But yes, he will be giving them +2 because he's kicking off with Battle Scout. So what that means is Cade goes up to 8 and Running Bear goes up to 7. So I'll move this around, won't be a moment. Right, so there we go. With Battle Scout being used, you're going to get the Hellbats coming first, then it's going to be Cade. So Hellbats are on 8, but they, because they're a monster, they beat Cade, who's on 8 as well. Then it's Fifi on 7. She goes from 5 initiative to 7 initiative, so she'll be next. Then it's the Slasher on 6. Normally initiative 4, but they're ambushing, so it will be 6. And then it is Running Bear, who's got initiative 5. Okay, so the initiative is all set up, ready to go. And now we've got to allocate everybody. First of all, we'll allocate the Hellbats based on, obviously, their initiative. Everybody's going to get 1 each. So 1 will go behind her. One will go behind Running Bear, and one will go behind Cade, because they get behind you if they can. Now, this guy, we're just going to have to roll for him. So it's the usual: low, Cade; middle, Running Bear; high will be Fifi. A 2, so that's Cade. Damn it! I wanted it to roll high. So he'll go there. Doesn't matter. He could push the Hellbats out of the way because he's large, but they can both hit Cade anyway, so I see no reason for him to shove the Hellbat out of the way. They're both behind him, so Cade's in a lot of bother. But at least he'll get to go before this guy. So we might do... He might try and move here, actually. So if he can escape. Just to quickly go through, we'll go through in initiative order. They should be coming up now. Hellbats, Demon, Void. Hang on. It's a demon. So these guys will get +1 combat because of demonic force up there. So +1 combat from being demons. +1 combat for the first turn because of laying in wait. Yep. So I'm going to have to mark that down and make a note of it. Size is medium. They've got an initiative 6, as I've already mentioned. Abilities: flight. Hellbats move through other models and can change targets each turn. While there's 3 of them, we're not going to bother to change targets. We'll just pretend that they do a little round robin. Yes, rather than me actually stupidly moving the models. Yeah. So long as there are 3 of them, we'll just pretend there's a little round robin going on. Nightmarish. For every combat hit done by a Hellbat, the hero also takes 1 horror hit. So something else around. They've got a move of 12. We've just got to kill him. So escape 3+, which is good. So at least we've got a good chance of escaping them, you know, and at least setting up some sort of, even though a choke point won't matter because they can obviously move through models, I think it'd be best, you know, to get in a tight little knot if we can. To hit, melee hits on a 3+, so they will hit you. 3 combat dice, yeah. Fortunately, they only do 1 damage each, and that horror hit that we've already talked about. They do have a defense of 2, which makes them a bit of a pain, but their health is only 1. If we can get some critical hits, we can get rid of these guys. XP 10 each. They've got no elite abilities because we're not at a high enough level yet. So that's the Hellbats. If we can roll some criticals, we can get rid of them quickly. And that's the plan. Now, slashers. These are a different kind of beast. And beast is what they are. So at least they won't get the demonic force +1. They will get +1 combat though. First round from laying in wait. Size is large. So they're able to push smaller models out of the way. Initiative is 4. They have a couple of abilities. Fear 2. So a hero starting their activation adjacent takes 2 horror hits. In this case, Cade. He'll get 2 horror hits when he actually starts to activate. And because these are an ambush and they're allocated to Cade, they will always go behind. Yes, I don't want to hear in the comments people say I should be placing him in here so Running Bear gets 2 hits as well. No, no, no. You don't have it both ways. If you're ambushed, you pick who you're going to ambush and then he goes behind that person you're going to ambush. You don't make it more difficult by saying, oh right, yeah, you can put him in here and he can cause more harm. No, you don't have it both ways. He goes behind because he's ambushed. He doesn't go there where this Hellbat is. Won't hear anything about it. That's correct. Okay. Chitin plating. Critical hits only reduce a slasher's defense to 2 rather than 0. So they're pretty tough, these guys, to hit. But at least a critical will do something, yes? Move 5, so they're quite quick as well. Again, escape 3+. So for Cade and Running Bear, doesn't really apply to Fifi because of her acrobatic dodge. But Cade and Running Bear should be able to escape at least a couple of times and sort something out, you know, where they can cover each other, yeah? So to hit, they hit on a 3+ as well. So both these monsters are hitting on a 3+, which makes them, you know, hit machines. We're going to take some damage unless we roll really well. Combat 2 gets 2 combat dice. His damage is a d6, which is great. And his defense is 4, as is already mentioned, halved by a critical. Their health is 6. Large monster, so it's the XP is the large monster XP. But it's slightly more for slashers. It's not 10 per hit. It's 15 per hit. So if you make a successful hit during an attack, the first one will count for 15 XP, and then it's 5 each for every wound that you put on it. There are no elite abilities because we're not that high enough level. So that's your slashers and that's your hellbats, and it's all set up for next turn. But there is a lot to remember there, so we are not going to do the combat for this episode. I know, boo, boo, short episode. But I'm going to have to get all my ducks in a row. I'm going to have to use my notepad and make sure I don't miss anything. Because here we are. It's a perfect example of why I wouldn't level up during a fight. And we haven't even started the fight yet. I've got to remember, there are special things, there's special stuff to remember at the first turn. 1, because it's an ambush. 2, because we've got lying in wait. We've got a demonic force card that I've got to make sure that I factor in. And everything else I've already had to factor in due to the ability of Running Bear that he's kicked in. He's going to use his Battle Scout. So that's already affected how the initiative's going to go. There is a lot to remember. Okay, just got to remember that Battle Scout. We've obviously at the start of next turn got to do the hold back the darkness first. But as soon as that's done, Battle Scout will make everybody look like that. Yes. So done it now. So it's all ready to go. Plus the fact you know who's going to be going first, etc. next turn. That may be affected. All of that I've just talked about may be affected next turn if we fail to hold back the darkness, because as soon as the darkness marker moves, we get another darkness card. So we may get another darkness card yet, and it may rearrange all of that. So that is another reason why I'm leaving it till next episode. Okay, it is fiddly, fiddly, fiddly. So I'm going to leave it till next episode. Hope you've enjoyed this episode. Hope you don't mind too much that I've stopped it here on the old cliffhanger. But it's nice to know if we actually kill these guys, you know, we will make a trip to another world. I'll take out the world card. One of the world cards is actually Earth. You know, you just come out in another mine somewhere or somewhere else in the same company. I'll set that out. So we'll either go to Gigano or we'll go to Targa, because it's more interesting, man. So hopefully we'll get in there, and it won't take us too long to find the clue. Assuming, of course, we don't die here. But luckily, we've only got 3 of the Hellbats and 1 Slasher. This would have been ideal for the final battle, except we wouldn't have got these because we'd have pulled an epic card and not a medium card, but you know what I mean. Right, so that is it for episode 5. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for all the comments, the likes, the dislikes, and for all the subscriptions. It's much appreciated. Anybody who's gone across to BGG to like any of the video threads over there, thank you so much. Any comments, likes, geek gold, that sort of thing, again, thank you so much. A special thanks to everybody who's gone to KoFi.com to help support the channel and to tip me a brew. Thank you so much. And yes, so that is it for episode 5. Any mistakes, any errors, let me know. And oh yeah, what I asked about Darkstone shivs for that flood of bats. I'm not so sure that flood of bats counts for things like, you know, weapons with Darkstone inlays and things like that, and things like Darkstone shivs. I think it is purely Darkstone. But any confirmation on that, please let me know. We rolled for it anyway and got away with it. And yes, that's it for episode 5. I hope to see you for episode 6. But until then, this is me, CatWeazle, saying toodaloo.